Well, JC, thank you so much for coming to our podcast.
Danny, thanks for having me. I'm excited.
For coming. I appreciate it. We got JC on the podcast, famous. We booked him way in advance, but he was too busy. Mr. Worldwide, traveling, going where were you last? Morocco?
Never too busy for you. Yeah, I was in Sicily and Morocco.
Sicily, Morocco.
Yeah, but I did 7 countries in 4 months in 2024.
7 countries in 4 months?
Maybe that's why my neck is fucked right now.
On the planes?
Yeah, man, planes, very little. I'm still flying economy.
Well, you're tall. A lot of people don't know this from online. You're tall, so if planes hurt you.
Yeah, I think you were surprised. You're like, fuck, you're tall.
You got shorter. You look shorter online.
I'm like 6'1". I'm not that tall.
Well, it's
6'1" everywhere.
On a plane, that's like, it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's really
the plane's tough.
It's really tough, especially if you work out, you're a little bit thick. So
yeah, you're thick.
Man, it's really tough. And
Yeah.
I never get lucky with the neighbors beside me.
No.
No.
And you always end your trips with like I don't know, like a food contest. So you probably feel extra big. Your trips are always like overeating.
I eat so much.
Well, I saw the Japanese one. You ate like, I think every 10 minutes, I think like your online was just food.
Like when I travel, I want to learn about the cultures. And the easiest access to a culture is their food.
Yeah.
Because the way you're being served, the way they cook for you, the way they welcome you in the restaurant, and then the food, how it tastes and everything.
Yeah.
So this is part of the culture. So for me, if I want to learn about the culture, the first thing I do is like I go to the local restaurants, the small moms and pop shops. And I like to share this experience with my followers. I'm not one of these people that I want to show that I was at that place. No. Lots of my followers, they actually tell me, honestly, I felt like I traveled with you. And this makes me happy because I know so many people, they're trapped. They can't travel right now. They can't afford it. They're busy. So I like to give them this experience. And if you look at my stories, they're never fancy or like edited or something. No. I just film, post it. I make some weird joke.
Yeah, if you had 2 in the morning, go to a burger place.
Yeah, it's not flexing, honestly. Like I'm in the fish market filming the cheap fish that I'm eating and I post it. I just like to remind people like, hey, travel, make some money so you can travel, not so you can buy some fucking drugs and alcohol for the weekend.
Yeah, someone told me that a long time ago. I worked at a bank and I was a man named Tamer. He told me, by the way, this is 2008, he told me, he's like, what you do with money is travel the world. Like, if you could do that with money, that's what matters more. Like, if you're like, oh, how was your life? Oh, I did see the pyramids. I did see the Great Wall of China. I did see, like, that matters more.
How many countries have you been to so far?
Oh, man, a lot. Okay, start with America. I went to North America, so I went to Mexico, U.S. Let's count Hawaii. Obviously, in Canada,
of course, you have to count.
Yeah, I have to count Hawaii, and then I got like Canada. Then in Africa, I'll go to Africa right away because that's an easy kill. I went to Morocco. In Morocco, I went to Rabat, Casablanca. Like it's cities. I'm saying Rabat, Casablanca, and
nice.
The one,
Marrakesh.
Yeah, Marrakesh is the capital, right? I've been there. Europe, I've been to France. Okay, so I'll start from the left. To Portugal, Spain, France, Italy. I said Spain already. Italy, Greece. I love Greece for some reason. I guess because you just rent a car, drive around, eat lamb everywhere you go. Italy was great too. I did the food thing. I went to like restaurants that are 150 years old for pizza, 250-year-old.
Did you order pizza and pasta at the same time?
I ate pizza.
The server was like, pizza and a pasta. I'm ordering for lunch.
Too many
pizza and pasta. Like a pizza and a pasta.
Too many peas. Dude. I liked Italy a lot. Italy was great. I went to, in Italy, it's like every area has their own thing. And I would ask what your, like you did, favorite food. Okay, here we're known for pizza. You'd try their favorite pizza. You did this area. This area is known for arancini, which is like ice, like big ball. And then I went to Capri. Capri's a lemon thing. I did that. I did what you did because I'm a food guy. Like I like food. I don't like. Yeah, sure. The ocean looks the same every one of those places, but the food.
The ocean is the ocean.
The ocean is the ocean. Then I did that. Greece, Malta. Malta is one of the British islands. Middle East, obviously Lebanon.
So you've been to about 20 countries.
Yeah.
Okay, you know there's an app that you can download and you upload all the countries that you've been to, and every time you go to a new country you can add it. It's called Bean. B-E-E-N. One of my friends, he introduced me to this app. Now I have to update it. I have to add one more country.
Yeah.
This is 13 countries in 2 years.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I just started traveling, man. I never traveled in my life. My dad never traveled. My dad's always been to just Lebanon, maybe, and he worked like he just worked on a truck. Maybe he went to Syria a couple times and to the borders a couple times. And I'm going also to Australia this year. So be 14 countries in 2 years. It will be cool to add this.
This is a cool app.
And then
I
you're
should
like, you
add
know
it.
what? I want to add it too. I want to make it 100%.
Yeah.
So you should.
I should download. I have more, but like, yeah.
And you can add the cities, the trips, and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm only adding the countries for now.
I would have to go back on my pictures because I know like there's a lot of islands I missed.
Seriously, you don't remember where you've been?
I've been to like, you know, like you can say the islands like Cuba, Dominican.
Most of the traveling was after getting married or before getting married?
Before getting married and having kids, because I got married and then we had kids. Hawaii was like our honeymoon thing, and then we had kids, but kids during the pandemic, and you couldn't really travel, and we just.
Did you travel solo?
I traveled with the kids, the family. We traveled with the family. You know, no, me and my wife traveled together. Yeah, we traveled
before marriage.
A lot of the numbers I'm saying that was with me and my wife or fiance at the time.
Okay.
And then the kids, we took them to like the Bahamas and stuff like that.
Nice.
We did that.
Resorts and shit because you want to keep it safe.
Yeah.
Casual.
Yeah.
Did you do solo traveling? Like alone, going alone to Italy, to Spain, to these places?
No.
You've got to.
I've been with my boys, but never solo.
You've got to do solo.
I've been
most of these countries I went solo, man.
That's amazing.
Fuck, so good. Sitting alone in a restaurant, having a drink, and it's so busy, and then you start talking to strangers.
Yeah.
I've made some solid relationships.
Yeah, they stay with you. There's people who do that. Like Germans are known for that. Like they travel all the time. I think it's their mandate while they're in university or college. They take like 2 months off.
They also tell me like it's some season in Germany is like really gray. The sky is dark all the time, so they try to get the fuck out.
Yeah, is that what it is? Okay, so you've heard this too. Like
Yeah, they told me this.
And they're
I met a couple
engineers,
Germans
probably.
that
They're
told me
engineers,
this.
right?
They can afford it. They're fucking tall, man.
Yeah?
I flew like on a German airline from Italy to Morocco.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude! Everyone was like, I felt so short.
In JC, I say I love that name because I like Jean-Claude Van Damme,
I was named after
and
him.
he was telling us,
I
off
was named
camera.
after him. My mother named me after Jean-Claude Van Damme, and my sister after Celine Dion.
That's pretty
Her name
sick.
is Celine too. Yeah.
Oh man, you said Celine Dion in Canada? You're talking about the most famous person.
My mother was born in Canada. That's why, like, she was in love with those two, and like,
Was she born on the Quebec side?
I think.
Because Celine Dion's a big deal.
I think their first house was Elmer, and then they moved to Ontario. That's what they said.
Celine Dion right now can allow anywhere in Canada
know.
for a whole weekend. She came
Everywhere,
here.
I think everywhere.
She can still sell out.
I like her too.
Yeah, she's good.
Sometimes on a Sunday evening, I listen to Celine Dion. Believe it or not.
Celine Dion is very famous. So Jean-Claude Van Damme. And what's your favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
I watched him a long time ago.
You know,
and he stopped making good movies too. Like the last two movies.
Well,
that
it's
he
been a
made,
while. Yeah, he has some issues.
He made some like 4 or 5 years ago. They weren't that good.
What's it called? Unbreakable or something? No.
I'm not good with names. I don't remember, but like
one of those ones that like way more bullets than it should, and one guy taking on like 9 guys in a small room.
Exactly. Yeah, I like the one where he had the threesome. I really liked it.
No, I don't remember.
It's some movie had a threesome. I really liked that. He woke up early.
Bloodsport?
Like, really? You
Was
woke
that
up early to work? No, you're good with names, man.
Bloodsport is a good movie. You know what's funny? When I was a kid, we went to Lebanon, and there was a big poster of Jean-Claude Van Damme on like a movie coming soon.
There's so many Jean-Claudes in Canada and Lebanon. In Canada, I'm the only fucking Jean-Claude. Me and like some 9 years old dudes. It's a very old man name, Jean-Claude in Canada.
JC, yeah?
Yeah, there's no new. Like,
sure, the guy I know, JC, is in
young
like
guys,
50s, late 50s, 60s.
Yeah, there's some Jean-Claudes that they came from North Africa.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah.
And there's like some 9-year-old French Canadian Jean-Claudes. Here.
Really?
They don't name the new generation Jean-Claude. I'm thinking to name my son Jean-Claude to give him this name because I think it's going to disappear soon.
No. I bet you it's still top 100 names in the world.
We should. No, I don't think so.
You sure?
I don't think so. I don't make Jean-Claude, and this is good for me because my SEO is very high. So now if you put Jean C on Instagram, my name shows up the first.
Really?
Well, I post so much, but also like there's not many Jean-Claudes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you like when people call you Jean-Claude or JC?
If you call
Because I call you Jean-Claude.
Yes, but you know, say it. But when you call me from Bell and you say Jean Claudy, I don't like it. Because Jean, they call me Jean.
No, not top 100? Oh, I'm wrong.
I told you, no. It's going down, this name,
James.
man. Yeah, man. Lots of people in Canada don't know how to pronounce my name, especially the English people.
Really?
Like Jean-Claude,
Jean-Claude.
Just call me fucking JC and shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, JC sounds better than Jean-Claude.
JC's easier.
Jean-Claude is a nice name.
Oh, call me Mister. I like it.
Mister, yeah, Mr.
I like
Nasser.
Mister. I like Mister.
Mister?
Just Mister.
Just Mister?
Just Mister.
Mr. JC.
I like it.
We have a middle name?
My dad's name, Bassam.
Bassam.
Yes.
And is his brother's name Wassam?
No.
No? Because usually Bassam has a brother named Wassam.
Yeah, exactly. No, but
No?
only Bassam.
Yeah. Jean-Claude Céline, that's a good name. You got lucky with that name compared to you saying, what could have been your name?
I don't know.
Mine's Danny.
Oh, my dad wanted to call me Fahd.
No way.
The animal. There's an animal called Fahd. Try to research it. F-A-H-E-A-D. Fahd. It's a very dangerous animal. So he wanted to call me animal. Kind of, yeah. So he wanted to call... No, not a hyena, no. No, not a hyena. He wanted to call me Fahd. It's like a lion version of lions or something like this.
That's a cheetah.
Yeah.
Because you want to call you a cheetah.
So I hit with this motherfucker, yeah. my mother was like, nope, I'm naming this kid. He has blue eyes, we're calling him Jean-Claude.
Yeah. You got lucky, she swooped right in and wrote your
I'm
name.
so grateful for her.
Fahd would have changed your whole name, your whole
My
life.
name was cool in high school, man.
Oh yeah.
It was cool in high school.
Jean-Claude's a cool name, yeah. My mom, my name was either Danny or Shadi.
Okay.
But I like the fact she would name me Danny because people say your name wrong in English. In English, they probably say Shady. You know what I mean? Like, you understand? So I'm very lucky with...
I understand. Yeah, there's no room to fuck up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
I get, like, over the phone, people think I'm, like, Irish or something.
When I was doing Uber,
Yeah.
Jean-Claude was a very nice name. They get in the car and they start talking to me French. My French is like so-and-so.
Yeah.
They come
You
in...
did high school in French in Lebanon, or you did...
Second language was French in Lebanon, but I was a very bad student, and my French teacher was old and ugly.
Yeah.
And she was mean. She was really mean.
That's typical French teachers
Oh
in
my
Canada
God.
too,
I'm
though.
like, you can't be mean to me.
Here too, they're mean, by the
And I
way.
used to be 10 times mean to her, and she used to kick me out of the class all the time. Like, my grades were very low in French.
We all have that here.
My English is better than French now.
Yeah.
But, like, when I was doing Uber 4 or 5 years ago, people would look at your profile. Blue eyes.
Jean-Claude's very French.
Blue eyes. His name is Jean-Claude. They get, I'm like, I'm still practicing the English. Let's go back to English, please. They're like, oh, okay. They want to be polite and speak to you in French.
Because when you count Arabic or English? Like if you start counting, like you count like oranges at work.
Sometimes thematically English, sometimes thematically Arabic. It's a little bit more on the English side right now because like more practicing English.
But when you were growing up, when you're helping your dad's store,
Arabic first.
Arabic, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So like that's I'm used to. That's like to get used to like the change.
It's the practice, man. You get used to. You speak English every day. Most of your friends speak English every day. Like it's a habit.
So you did Uber 5 years ago. I saw that story. So 5 years ago, did Uber and some schlicke burped in your ear. Some girl, two drunk girls burped in your ear.
Yeah.
And I hate that story.
When I first came to Canada, I got a job as in a rust-proof garage, and then after this, the season was over, so they couldn't give me 60 hours a week anymore. That's the only reason why I worked with them, because I wanted to work many hours and make good money.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't give me 60 hours anymore. I'm like, I'm out. I take all the money that I saved and I buy a high mileage car. Yeah. I started doing Uber, and Uber, like I have an addictive personality. Yeah. And I'm looking at the app, I'm getting a ride that potentially is going to make me $10, $15. I take it. So I end up doing like 16, 18 hours shift a day, man.
You couldn't get out.
I'm like, I want more.
You want to beat the game.
I need to go to the washroom. I'm like, one more trip. I need to go to the gas station. One more trip. Many times I ran out of gas just because I said one more trip. Anyways, man, I used to work late hours. So Friday nights, Saturday nights are always wild.
Oh yeah, because all the
drunk people, parties. Stuff like this. I still don't forget every person who vomited in my car out of the window. It was very fun. For me, like it was fun. Like
just get a car wash. It stops the money making.
I made money out of it.
They pay you back.
I'll tell you stories after. Like if the person is drunk and vomited in your car, and if you don't know how to make money from that, it's a little evil. But like if you don't know how to make money from that, you're stupid.
Right? You're in the wrong business.
Yeah. One night, man, I'm coming back, and then two girls they got in the car and like. They got in the car and they look disrespectful, like 3 a.m. Oh, okay. They're really drunk. Like they're not too drunk. They're tipsy, having fun drunk.
But they just left the restaurant.
Drunk. They're not super drunk. They know they're walking perfectly. They didn't vomit, nothing. They got in the car and the girl came close to my ear and burped in my ear.
Disgusting.
They got in the car, no hi, nothing, no greeting, they're not being
They didn't even
nice,
check who.
nothing. Just slammed the door very hard, and they're like me. Okay?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. And then the second girl,
Oh,
you know what, man?
They both burped.
I had this thought. I'm like, what? A year from now, I know I will have more money than these two bitches.
Yeah.
And 3 years later, I saw myself like in a very nice hotel in Dubai, there for a couple business meetings. I remember this story. I'm like, fuck yeah. I wanted to tell this story. That's why I posted. I'm like, if you're at that stage right now, you're not there for too long. Just be a little bit patient and think big. And
But this is during the time, like I know off this camera, you were saying this is during the time where you're renting a room off your brother or off your.
Me and my brother, we had
Your
like
brother-
a very small apartment.
small
and we were
apartment.
working. I had a budget of $50 to buy groceries a week.
Yeah.
I was allowed to buy a bottle of wine once a month if I made enough tips.
Yeah.
I was allowed because I made like a program for me, like how I can spend my money.
You budgeted yourself. You gave a budget.
Budgets, yeah. I could buy Tim Hortons coffee only twice a week on Friday and Saturday night because I'm working late.
Yeah. You use it
I
as
need
actually
coffee.
caffeine when it's needed.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to buy a coffee. I have to make it at home. I can't go out to eat. I have to cook at home.
Yeah.
I can't go buy expensive food. I can buy only $50 groceries a week. I was living like this for a year and a half, man.
Yeah.
A year and a fucking half like this. And
During that time, you get burped in the ear, and you know
everything, man.
Yeah.
Everything you can think of
Yeah.
happened.
And you started when you came here minus $1,200.
Yes.
Borrowed money to buy the bed.
And then my brother bought me a bed,
Yeah.
a used bed off of Facebook, of course, a used mattress, everything used, and the rent. We were sharing a house.
Yeah.
So the total of this was $1,200. My first goal was to work and pay my brother off.
Yeah.
Of course, from the first month I paid him off.
Yeah,
right
of
away.
course, yeah.
Second month started saving. I hated the buses and I wanted to buy a car.
Of course.
Saved enough.
You drove back home. You were driving back home.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was
of
driving
course.
back
So
home.
you're like, I can't take the bus.
Yeah,
here.
man, like it's cold, the bus is late,
Yeah.
you're wasting so many hours on the road. I'm like, I can't do this shit.
Plus, you're working on cars all day. So you're like, I want one of these cars.
And I was under the car spraying oil.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for these days, but it wasn't fun. I think those 3-4 months spraying oil were the worst month in Canada. Were very bad. I thought of quitting every single day. Every single day. They probably my
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
I thought of quitting that job every single day. I didn't quit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You can't
until
take
I find something else, I'm not quitting.
Like I was telling you, you can't take those days away. Those days that you had it tough, where you're like, you felt like the world. Like,
They're
was tough.
humbling, man.
You need those days to get to the days where you're at now today, or being in that hotel room in Dubai having business meetings, or traveling to 1,000 miles the past. How many?
4 months.
4 months. More than 1,000.
4 months, 7 countries. Yeah, more than 1,000.
100 million miles, whatever. You just traveled so much.
I traveled to the US like multiple times. But I
Yeah.
counted it one country.
Yeah,
By example.
of course. And from going to that, and before that, you were in Lebanon. Like, it wasn't like you were like. It's not like you were like a poor kid in Lebanon. Like I want like the people like you lived in a good area. You had your family. You made good money back home. University.
We weren't rich.
We weren't rich, but like it's like you didn't come here like as a poor kid back. Like it's you left a good life to come and restart.
We had a business. We've always had barbecue every weekend.
Yeah.
We've always dressed well.
Yep.
We weren't rich, so my dad and my mother, they raised us.
Yeah,
and
you
they-
ate what you want, you drank what you want.
Yeah, but we didn't spend like unwisely. Like we were very wise with our spending, and that's how we were taught. Like you buy clothes like 3-4 times a year. It's not like a weekend shopping shit.
Yeah.
Right. There's necessary things and there's secondary things, and
Mm-hmm.
we really respected this. We respected our money. We worked really hard, man. I started working at 9-year-old. I 9 years
In the
old.
fruit
I
vegetable
stopped
business.
having birthday parties, and I stopped playing with the kids. Every summer vacation is work, and really hard work.
For no money, for barely any money.
Absolutely. But my dad never paid me.
Yeah.
Never paid me.
So you're in the fruit and vegetable business, right?
Yes.
My parents were in the fruit and vegetable. My dad was in fruit and vegetable business.
Still
too.
is?
So- no, this is a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
But he was like
Now your cousins, they distribute.
yeah, I have
in
cousins.
Ottawa?
I have cousins that's
Okay.
still in it. My dad and my uncle, they were both in it separate businesses. I had that summer job where you got like no money till the end. And then I remember all summer, it was the worst job. It was the worst job. People order like bags of potatoes. In Canada, they're 50-pound bags. And I was, like you said, 9 years old. I was a little older than that. I remember, like I was maybe 10 years old or 12. But carrying, so you're sitting in the hot truck with no AC, and you know what I'm talking about? Like the worst truck, no AC, sitting like in your shorts, right? Sitting in, you know, a short t-shirt, just waiting for like, you're the guy who carries the shit in. And my dad's in there having coffee and talking to his boys, get the chef or cook or whatever. Smoking, whatever, they hang out. And I'm there carrying these 50-pound bag of potatoes down this rusty stairs, like about to break, under the spider webs, like the last, like beside the cooler, the leaking cooler. Like, and these restaurants would order like 15 of these things, and they would order so much. I was like back-breaking. I would do it for like a sandwich, honestly, like for the egg sandwich.
Yeah, I used to get paid $5 a day. And I bought my first bicycle from this money.
Yeah.
Right? Like I bought my first phone from this money. I bought my books. I bought my clothes. I didn't like save up this money and buy something fancy. I bought the necessary things that a kid need with this money. I'm like, oh, I'm going to help my dad. We're 4 kids. My dad always worked 4 days a week. 7 days a week. So, you know, my brother and I was...
Well, Sundays off. They would take Sundays off.
Half of it. Sometimes no.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad always made sure like there's a barbecue on a Sunday, but sometimes in the evening there's work. You know, sometimes
to like prepare for the next day.
Yeah, stuff like this. On the season, it's really challenging for Sunday to be off, but in the evening we would have a barbecue, right?
And at the end, he paid me, because he always says, I'll pay you at the end of the season. And he was trying to teach me a lesson, but I didn't know. But he paid me. So the same thing, summer holiday before school starts. I'm like, oh, Dad, I got a paper in the mail. I'm supposed to get like these, like what you're supposed to get for school, like pencil, whatever. And he's like, yeah, sure. And like Sarah Mall in Ottawa had a Grand Toy. Grand Toy is like where you buy, like it's like Staples. Went there and like you buy all the good shit. The kid, you fill up the card, you're at the cash register. And my dad just paid me that day. And then I'm at the cash register. And I'm waiting for my dad to pay me. I was like, oh, you have money. I'm like, what? I just worked all summer. I don't want this stuff. Like, I said, I don't want this stuff. He's like, oh, you don't? He's like, no, I already have this one from last year. I started taking things out of it because I bought it, but I took stuff out of it. I'm like, no way. I got like, I don't want to spend my whole $50 on this, right? So like, I brought it down to 25. That's like, well, you have your money. So then it was my money to spend. I was like, wait a second. I was like, wait, hold on. I had this from last year. I started.
That's so Lebanese.
It taught me a lesson, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I see what happened there.
That's so Lebanese.
Yeah, and so it's funny. Like you're in that from restaurant business, and you're the store. And you started a juice business. You saw, I'm telling viewers at home, people don't notice at home, but you are the co-founder of Juice Dudes.
Correct.
The most famous juicing company in Ottawa.
According to you, we are the biggest distributor.
Okay, according to me, because I know numbers. Okay, you guys all talk money and everything. I know numbers when it comes to what you buy. This man here and his co-founder, they're the biggest purchasers of avocados.
My brother is the owner of the business.
Yeah.
We started the business together, but then I stepped out after 4 months to start my own marketing agency.
Yeah.
So I actually founded the business with him. I came up with the name.
Juice Dudes is a good name.
Yeah.
Juice Dudes, Juice Boys, Juice Dudes is a good name.
Juice Dudes. You know, in the beginning and everything, but now I'm just a co-founder. My brother is the main owner. Yeah. I might own one of the franchises in September.
It's coming up soon.
Yeah. I can't say so many details right now.
It's a top secret location.
Exactly.
That area needs it though. That area that you're thinking.
Well, we're going to open many locations with different franchisees, but I will be one of the franchisees.
It's a genius idea. So if anybody wants to talk about opening up a shop, go work for the company, call them.
We're a great industry to work with because they can grow.
Yeah.
They can grow with us.
Yeah. Nobody buys more avocados in Ottawa than you guys.
Right?
Yeah. You know, like there's
very soon Ontario, bro.
No, yeah, Ontario, very soon Ontario. There's a Netflix about the avocado business is actually secretly owned by the cartel. I don't know if this is true or not. If the cartel knew you are the biggest buyer of it, maybe they would pick you up from the airport in Mexico or whatever it is, right?
I did Uber. After doing Uber for a year in Ash, my brother wanted to start a business.
Yeah.
And then...
Did your brother help back home with the juice business? Was he involved when you started?
Back home, he was part of the grocery store.
Yeah.
The juice corner was just mine.
It was just yours.
It was my idea.
No, this is not like a juice is not 1 year old. It's like a 10 year. When did you start it?
Like in Lebanon, we used to do just orange juice, pomegranate juice, ginger juice, stuff like this. There was no smoothies or fancy things. It was just like these bottles that you see in the market.
It's still good.
But man, I made good money out of it.
Well,
I paid my private university out of this shit.
There's actually a company called Palm. they sell pomegranate.
Yeah.
And it's very famous. So you started this before they did.
It's delicious, man.
It's delicious, yeah.
Yeah, so like I told my dad, let's buy a couple machines because we expanded. We have like four stores now.
Yeah.
And buy me a couple machines and let me do these juices instead of like throwing out this fruit. So I bought it from him. He's like, I don't know how to make juices. Who's gonna train you? I'm like, I'll fucking figure it out. It's juice. It's easy.
Juice, yeah.
Man, I figured it out. I started juicing. So my dad thought I'm avoiding work.
Yeah.
The tough work to make juices. He thought it's easy fucking squeezing lemon and
Mr. Cool
pomegranate
guy.
every day. I'm like, you know what? I'll rent this corner from you. So I rented it from him. Like, how much you want? He's like, this much. I'm like, it's mine.
Done.
And I'll buy the fruits off of you, and I'll buy the materials and everything. So you also make money from me.
You have a
buying these
customer.
fruits. I made an agreement with him, and he started seeing the money popping, man. And he started making tons of money out of it, and he was like, I want it back.
It's a genius idea.
It was, I want it back. I'm like, fuck you. So my brother wanted to start a business here, and he came up with some ideas, wanted to do dealership. Then second thing, he wanted to do a Filipino breakfast restaurant.
Filipino breakfast?
Yeah, I talked to him
What's
out
a
of that
Filipino
one.
breakfast?
Like Filipino breakfast, I think it's pork and rice and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bad idea. Don't do this.
Anyways, he's like, so what should we do? I'm like, you should open a juice bar like in Lebanon and you make crepes and waffles and stuff like this
Yes.
and the smoothies. There's like, because he took me out to a place, I'm not gonna say name, and it was shit. I'm like, there's only one place in Ottawa that does this and it's not good.
I know.
So there's
Montreal
a
has
market.
nice ones.
So there's a market. He's like, you're right, but I don't know how to make it. I'm like, I'll give you the recipe. He's like, come in with me to the business. I'm like, I don't like partnering with this. And my brother and I, we don't get along in business. We get along in personal so much. So like, put us in one room for many hours, we will take the walls off. Probably. Right? I'm like, no. I said no many times, and then I agreed.
Now you're like, okay.
Then we started the business together because like I'm like done with Uber. I was ready to move to Toronto. I packed my shit and I'm leaving Toronto. And my dad was like, please give it a try. Do it with your brother. I'm like, listen, I'll give it a try. If I don't like it, I'm out.
Oh, it's a great idea.
Yes. And I went in. I liked the business. I did not like the working with family too much. And I also got like, I did the marketing for Juice Dudes in the first 4 or 5 months. And everyone was asking, who's doing your marketing? It's like, so those videos, we were making them back in 2019 when no one did videos for social media. Everyone's still taking pictures and posting graphic designs. Everyone was asking me, who's doing your marketing? I'm like, me. So I printed some business cards. I ended up getting 5-6 clients for marketing, working at Juice Dudes. So I'm like, I told my brother, you know what, like my passion is in marketing. I didn't get a job in marketing. I'm going to start my own fucking agency. And my English was terrible.
Did you take marketing in university?
I studied marketing.
Okay, so
and I worked in a marketing agency in Lebanon. I was working in a marketing agency and I was running the store with my dad.
Okay, so that's like your trade. Like,
yeah, man. I worked for an American marketing agency in Lebanon. The CEO, he studied and lived all of his life in.
And the American ones are the best ones, supposedly.
Well, they're a little bit advanced, and in Lebanon, believe it or not, we're way more advanced than North America with marketing, with videography, because we try to keep up with the Dubai, with the neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
And Lebanese are really competitive, and if the neighbor did it, I'm gonna do it.
Do better.
We're very known at this shit, and I always want to be better. Like the ego is very high, and this has its own advantage because. Honestly, man, we have way better marketing in Lebanon. Like now, sometimes I get some ideas from some businesses in Lebanon to do it here for businesses in Canada, and it works. Trust me, they're way more advanced.
Someone told me this. Someone told me, this is like off topic maybe, but you were saying like the Emirates. Someone told me, I think like a Syrian person. He was in the Emirates because I deal with finances. They tell me where they get their money, whatever, where they work, and then he worked in the Emirates. I think Dubai. Let's just say Dubai. He said
The Gulf countries.
The Gulf countries. But I think it was Dubai. This one. And he said, I'm like, oh, they treat you guys like Syrian. Like, they treat you guys like, yeah. I'm like, they don't pay me as well as they would pay a British person or a Lebanese person. I'm like, what do you mean, Lebanese and British person? He's like, those are the two highest paid employees you can get in the Gulf. I'm like, why? He's like, well, Lebanese person won't work for you unless it's the highest price.
Well,
why is that?
That's what they say, but a Lebanese person is always delivering more than someone else because they're very competitive, and you can throw them. You can put the Lebanese as a CEO. Lebanese does not do good.
As an employee.
As an employee.
Okay.
You have to give them power. Because as an employee, they won't follow the rules. They will break the rules. Like they're D-type. They're drivers. So they're not followers.
So he's right what he said? Because he was a Syrian engineer telling me the person who gets paid the most is...
But ask yourself why. Just because you're Lebanese, I'm going to pay you more? No.
I thought it was just stubborn.
But like, no. I love all Arab countries.
Yeah.
But everyone's a little bit jealous of Lebanon. And they talk shit about Lebanese.
It's because it's like Boardwalk Park Place, the best property.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
The whole world's been
went to
crazy.
Morocco, like many other countries are beautiful. Syria is beautiful. All Middle Eastern countries are beautiful.
But why are they jealous of? Like, is it because of proper? Is it
The
because of location?
Lebanese, they have a drive, they have a creativity. I feel like no one else has it. I'm not comparing them to other Arabs. No one else has it.
Yeah.
Trust me, no one else has it. I was in Lebanon working in marketing from like 2015 till 2018. We were doing shit now in 2024. I'm convincing Canadian business owners to do to their businesses. Can you believe it? I had a makeup artist client in Lebanon. I had 30 models every month for her to do shoots and videos and social media campaigns for her. Now here you have to convince Milano Pizza and whatever fucking pizza on the street, oh, you should do social media because you just started your own fucking social media and you own a business for like, how long? 7 years you've been in this business?
I'm old. I 2010 opened.
Yeah, and you just started social media, so that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but if I do something,
these
you're
people,
right.
they always want to be on top of their games when it comes to business and advertising.
So I opened up Facebook. I got a Facebook back. When I was a kid, I got Facebook when I was like in high school. But I thought of social media, just so we're on different. There's two types of people. There's social media people who use it for work, and social media people who, there's consumer in social media, and then there's sellers in social media. I started off social media so I thought it was a waste of time. I didn't want to be a consumer I didn't want to like scroll, like people, because one time I caught myself scrolling more, like you can time it. As a kid, I caught myself scrolling. I'm like, no, wasting my time. So if you waste my time, I just took it out. But I took it out for so long. But what happened was, people don't care about what university or college you went to. They don't care about what your credibility, what's your certificate. They don't care how many deals you close. They want to know, I can't find you on Facebook. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't find me on Facebook, so you don't want this mortgage? She's like, no. I'm like, so I called, because I do everything right. I called a photographer, said I want to have Facebook. I have to get a photographer, professional picture, get a headshot. I do things properly.
I'm glad you did it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. Facebook is credibility, because here's the thing. I can review you on Facebook.
Oh, I know.
I know who's the mutual friend. It's part of the credibility.
I know. I did it in 2000. I started Facebook 2020 during the pandemic.
Wow. Man, when did you get your girlfriend, your wife? When did you
We met face to face, like the old
When
days.
did you meet?
Oh, right after high school.
That's why.
That's why, yeah.
If you were hunting for chicks, you would have had social
I'm like
media.
a one-woman man.
Holy shit. So sorry, man. I'm joking. You're both lucky to know each other.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm very happy. I'm blessed.
Your love.
Yeah, I'm lucky, because if I had to start
She's
today,
Lebanese?
No, she's Spanish.
Oh, you did good.
Yeah.
You did good.
Shout out my league for
Good
sure.
job,
Yeah.
man. I'm sure not out of your league. You're very handsome.
Thank you.
Very handsome man.
You know what's funny?
No homo.
No
You're
homo.
very-
Yeah. What's funny is that I kept the jet black hair.
Yeah, they're not getting gray.
No, I'm not getting gray.
The beard is starting, but
Starting,
it's
but
sexy.
it's okay.
It's sexy, man.
I never
And
cared
is she
about.
like a Spanish? Is this like those crazy ones that they get jealous and stuff?
I think Spanish people have that. It's like their DNA. It's like when you you play video games, you can build your character. I think when you have a Latina, it's built with like this certain character where they're very in love
with lots of Latinas, and they're like I love them dearly.
Oh, nobody ever doesn't like Latinas.
They're cuckoos.
But
cool.
I guess, but
They're jealous of your shadow. They're jealous of your shirt.
Yeah. My friend one time was on the beach, in the ocean. And I forgot what it was. I don't remember. I think he's dating a Latina girl or something. And they're in the ocean, in the middle of the ocean, like Mexico or Dominican or something. And someone said hi, or someone said something, and someone waved or something. And she was mad at him. This girl was mad at him. He's like, holy shit. I think she's jealous of the fish. Just said jealous of the fish that hi to him.
I know.
He's I'm gonna go leave.
Them and the Moroccans.
Moroccans like that too?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Psychotic level.
Really?
And they're both beautiful.
Yeah.
But they're too jealous.
They're related.
Are they?
The Moroccans.
That's where the Moroccan got the nice.
Yeah, so Arabs went through Morocco to Portugal and Spain, and
that's
they were
true,
there
that's
for
true.
700 years.
There's lots of Moroccans in Spain.
Yeah.
Lots of Moroccans.
And they were there for 700 years. So those are the same people. Just
Beautiful country, by the way, Morocco.
Morocco's
Beautiful
nice.
country. Beautiful
It's
people,
nice.
beautiful country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I bought a fez.
Yeah, I know
bought
it's a
fez,
Tarbush, yes.
Yeah, Tarbush. Yeah, Tarbush. I bought a fez there, and I bought like
Abe.
yeah, and I wore it, and that was I wore it.
You
I was
acted like a
going back-
white guy in the Middle East, huh?
No, this is the funny part. Well, not Middle East, it's North Africa. Just so we're on the same page, okay? And
It's an Arab country.
yes, but I want everyone to know. I don't feel racism. Like even though I'm Arab, I don't feel it. But when I wore that, I felt like everyone was just like so mad because when I went to Morocco, I took a cruise ship. And it was an Italian cruise ship called Costa or something. And went there, and when we went back, I thought it was all cool. Like I bought an outfit. You know, I'm back, going back because I wore it from the taxi on the way back. Bro, I thought they were going to throw me off the ship. I'm like,
Try and say Allahu Akbar winning this.
because
bro.
I think that's the problem. I'm like, oh man, this is what
It's not
racism.
like this anymore. It's not.
This
like
is what
anymore.
racism feels like.
It's not like this anymore. Now you go there, you go to the market, you see the European, the North American. They're actually wearing this. They're more. They understand the culture now, and they.
But this is on the cruise ship.
Yeah,
I felt-
I know.
That was I think my first time in my life that I felt like that was the day I felt like racism.
Yeah.
I never felt it, and that day.
Have you felt it after?
No,
No.
no. I feel. You know what's funny? Because I think you would understand this best. Other Arabs see us as not Arab sometimes. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
I talked enough about this topic. I'm
Yes,
gonna
you've
try
heard
not
it
to talk
before.
about it too much.
Other Arabs think like Lebanese people are not Arabs. They're like, oh no, you guys don't feel the same thing we feel. And I'm like,
It's not this way. They think we're too classy Arab. And, that's I think bothered by us.
because one time I was
yeah.
some Iraqi guys, they're friends of mine, and they're like, and they're all talking Arab stuff. So I'm like trying to fit in their issues, and like, yeah, I grew up like that too. You know, like I didn't feel like.
In
and
Morocco,
they're like,
everyone's calling me Yes Zalami, you know, because
Yeah,
they want-
Zalami.
Yeah, Yes Zalami.
in Morocco, they called me Damascus
The mask? Why?
because I guess my accent is from the Middle East, or
Okay.
Damascus. So
I
they
see.
and they hooked me up like the guy on the street, like the police officers directing traffic, stopped directing traffic to like show me directions. Like I was like, hey, do you know where like this like the taxi stand is? He's like, stops directing traffic, puts his arm around
You're
me.
just a very kind guy.
They're very
That's why,
kind.
Danny. That's why, Danny. You have this kind energy.
That's what it was.
You have
Okay,
this kind energy.
I guess that's not for everybody. I thought they were just nice to everyone, and then. No, that was a great country. We had a Tangier. Tangier is the bowl.
The food, yeah.
The food. How'd you like it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked all of their food.
The food's good.
Yeah, the couscous is some places very sweet.
Yep.
I don't like sweet food.
No,
Sweet food. I don't like very sweet food. No.
Even
Sugar
though like
pisses me off.
even though your like business like gives half the population diabetes, like
That's not true. That's not true. Half of the menu is
Ashta.
very healthy, bro.
The ashta part.
Ashta doesn't have sugar.
What's not ashta? Atar. What's that called? The syrup is it atar?
We don't even have that. We have honey.
Oh, it's
Organic honey.
Okay.
We add honey to this stuff. We're very mindful when it comes to the menu.
So you guys
of
don't sell
foods.
atar?
No. We're very mindful when it comes to the menu. Some stuff are sweet, but this is
Maybe
like
the ice
10%
cream
of
is
the menu.
sweet. Maybe your
It's
ice cream.
gelatos. If you wanna eat fucking gelatos,
That's
don't
what I
tell
was-
me you're giving you diabetes.
Well, I'm just-
But like 70% of the menu is very healthy.
good
My
stuff.
brother works really hard on every item we release because he wants to make sure it's very,
no, this is very good
healthy
stuff.
and very delicious.
Explain to the people who don't understand at home what ashta is.
Asha is a homemade Lebanese cream. Now, you might
Explain.
fight me when I say it's a Lebanese cream because the Turkish, they says this is theirs, and the Syrians, they say this is theirs, and every Arab countries, they say this is
It's just
theirs.
like the betlewa.
I did not study history. I was born in Lebanon. It's fucking Lebanese. You
Yeah,
like it or
today-
not. Today it's Lebanese.
Today-
It's homemade.
Come get it.
It's homemade cream. It's homemade
Yeah.
cream. You make it out of dairy. It's really delicious. And then you add some nuts to it and some honey, and it tastes really
The
good.
nuts are usually pistachio.
Pistachio, all walnuts, everything.
Yeah.
Anything you
And
want.
some honey.
Depends
It
what
is-
you like.
Like it's,
And honey, and it's so good.
it's so good. He's
And
making
if
it
your
seem
man
simple.
is lacking at night, just give him a plate of honey, and he'll give you all the honey. Your
Nice
ashta
plug.
and honey.
But you gotta get the honey from Juice Dudes. That's the one I give you.
The ashta and honey from Juice Dudes.
That's a juice for your dude. The ashta is it safe to say that it looks like inside the cannoli? I know you eat cannolis online.
A little bit.
Eh?
I ate so much cannoli.
Online you're eating like cannolis like every.
I don't like desserts. It makes me grumpy. I haven't had ice cream in like 5 years.
It gives you a headache.
No, it makes me grumpy. Like I get my dopamine level down. I'm just grumpy. I'm just pissed. I'm ready to start a fucking fight.
Yeah.
Right. But I can eat some pastries and very minimum amount of pastries.
And the cannoli is one of them.
Cannolis, I've never had cannolis here. I've had cannoli here once. I did it in Italian. She took me to Little Italy. She's like, I want you to try
nice.
this.
Yeah.
I went to Italy and I saw all the fucking massive cannolis and lineups. And I'm like, man, this is delicious.
Yeah.
Every day I had seafood. Every day I had pasta. Every day I had pizza and cannoli and wine. These 5 things, I had the rule of 5 every fucking day. 15 days in Italy.
Pizza.
Wine, seafood, wine, and cannoli every day.
That's an Italian trip.
And one more thing, we don't want to say it.
Yeah, but that's an Italian trip.
That's an Italian trip, man.
Yeah. And the suit, he went there and he got how many suits?
7.
7 suits.
I went there with an empty bag.
Yeah.
I can take 23 kilograms. I went there with an empty bag. I came back.
You calculated the kilo.
Three shoes. Yeah, you can get 23 kilograms.
Yeah, I mean, like you calculate your suits.
I brought back with
suits.
28. No. I came back with 28 kilograms.
Yeah.
But I didn't pay any extra. I talked my way into it. And every
Sweet talked her. Sweet talked the border.
It was 1 chick and 2 guys because I also went to Morocco from Italy and then I came back.
And in Morocco, any suits? No.
No.
Morocco is known for like, what's that stuff they put in their hair?
Soap and oil.
Yeah.
I bought like 3 argan oil and argan something like this.
Argan
oil. It was really good.
Everyone buy. Yeah, that's what they're known for.
I bought the Black Rock perfume. Black Rock perfume. I bought one with me. It's really good.
Could help you out when you're talking.
Thank you.
No worries. Black Rock perfume.
Yeah.
From the real deal.
That's what they call it.
Hajar al-Aswad.
Yeah. It's really like flavorful and it's really strong.
Yeah.
So you just put a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it till like I'm going to see some Moroccan chick and I'll put it to impress her.
Oh my God, remind me back home. You guys started that, and you had your own agency.
After this, I started getting clients. They want me to do their marketing like I'm doing for Juice Suits.
Yeah, so people are getting a business card. And
then I started getting marketing clients, and I'm like, that's where my passion is. And someone in my life back then, they're like, what are you doing here? Go start your own marketing agency. And then I did it.
Yeah, because you're doing it back home. You might as well do it here.
Yeah.
And you took marketing in school.
Man, like I don't speak very well English. Like I didn't have enough resources to start my own marketing agency. But I gained the confidence after Juice Suits because everyone was like, you're doing a great job. And I saw the results. I'm like, okay, I can give this results to a barber, to a restaurant.
Which one was the first location?
Westboro.
That's
the OG, bro.
Yeah, that's OG, yeah.
Then after this, I started my own marketing agency and then a photography, videography company and then a podcast studio rental, then a photo booth company. And now we're building a marketing course for business owners. Very excited. We're releasing this course this week.
That's good.
Yeah, the soft launch is this week, bro.
Good job.
Yeah, I should show you the course.
We'll plug it in.
This course is made for business owners. In 4 years doing business, and I worked with hundreds of clients, I saw one mistake every business owner is doing. There's one pattern.
Mm-hmm. And
they're hiring the wrong marketing agency, or they're hiring the right marketing agency and they're firing them because they don't know what they're doing. 99% of Canadian and American business owners and all of the fucking business owners, they don't understand marketing. They don't. They think they know marketing. They know some sales, but they don't understand how algorithm works, social media, SEO, Google Console. They review a website. Like I used to deliver websites to clients, and they review the websites from the design. No one told me I want to review the website from the back end.
Yeah, like where's this information
going? The back end is the important part.
The engine.
Design doesn't bring traffic. The design is not the SEO. Blah blah blah. I'm creating a course now. It's already done. Very simplified. Any business owner can understand it, and I will train business owners to have enough knowledge to run their own marketing and audit after a marketing agency. Let's say you have Frank and you have a marketing team, a media team, but you sit on this table and they start using marketing keywords, a marketing team, blah blah blah. blah, and they promise you an ROI. If they promise a high ROI, you're like happy as a business owner, and you come back, you want this ROI to be done. If it's not done, you fire them. But you don't know actually the efforts that they're putting on this plan because you don't understand what they're doing. You don't understand what's algorithm. You don't understand what's posting every day. You don't understand email funnels, SEO, Google Console, Google My Business account. Dude, 90% of the businesses on Google Maps, they have shitty Google Maps accounts. And if they make just a little bit of adjustments, they can gain 10% sales immediately, like within the next week. No one knows this.
No.
I'm going to teach them.
When you see that, you feel bad. You're like, man, there's so much money on the table there.
Exactly. And that's why I'm doing this course, man. And this course will be with a subscription. We will have a webinar. So after buying this course, you're not just left alone. There's a webinar every 2 weeks, 1 hour, walking you through one of the chapters that we have. We have 8 chapters. And every 2 weeks, we will be talking about a chapter, and we will explain how to do it and how to implement it and everything. It's also subscription-based. Yeah, man, I want to help business owners to level up because, man, business owners are struggling. They're struggling.
Especially those mom and pop ones, like you name, like small pizza shops and whatever. Those ones get crushed because they don't have the franchise doing it for them, or they don't have... See, marketing...
They don't have systems.
They don't have systems.
Yeah.
There's no POS system attached to CRM.
Even the bigger businesses, man, they're struggling.
Really?
The bigger business, or they go really high or they crush down. There's moms and pops, they're survivals.
Yeah,
no matter what's happening, they'll survive because the costs are very low.
Yeah, their family's working there.
Exactly.
You can't
the
beat
costs
that.
are very low. Labor is low. Everything.
Labor is low.
All the cost is low, and they're usually cheap, and they're like this.
Yeah.
Corporates, they're like spending money left.
Yeah,
and right.
they'll shop around for
In
cheese.
advance
They'll
and
shop
shit.
around for whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. They don't go too high or too low, but they survive. They need to understand this stuff. My target with this course is $50,000 in revenue to $2 million in revenue. Because if you have a $5 million revenue a year, a business, you have someone who understands marketing or you understand marketing.
5 million, yeah, of course.
Right? But $2 million revenue a year, still... I still see people, they're making $2 million in revenue a year. They're still struggling with marketing. They have so much potential. They're losing about 10 to 30% revenue a year.
Yeah, but what you just said, take somebody, they're in your course, not for it'll take them maybe it might take them, let's say you met a business owner. And he has a good website, like you said. It's very pretty. It's visually pretty. You're like, okay, you have that out of the way.
The front end is good.
Yeah, you like the front end is good. Then you could tell them, okay, now your Google,
Google Console, SEO account.
Yeah.
All this stuff.
Then there's other things you add. And it's not all one day. By the time they're 6 months in your program, you're like, okay, they
Not
tweak.
really, man.
No? So it's it can be fast.
If you invest 2 hours a day on this course, you can finish it in 1 month.
2 hours on this course.
A day, you can finish it in 1 month.
No, I know, but for them to implement what you tell them to do,
If
they
you
got to go and
implement-
hire a CRM.
Let's say the Google My Business account, if you implement what I teach you in this one tutorial, because I have a tutorial where I teach you exactly how to do it step by step and you can watch it. There's no room for fucking up. I trained Filipino VAs on this, and from the first time they watch it, they got it. I have very smart systems. All right? If you implement, 90% of the restaurants now in Ottawa, if they implement what I tell them to implement on their Google My Business account, they will increase their sales within the next 2 weeks 10%. When you want to eat and you're in Japan, what do? You go on Google Maps. Food near me.
Yeah, near me.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was in Toronto. I want Lebanese food near me.
Right, but when you go there, you go there, you see some shitty options, and the good options they're not even showing up, and then you have your uncle told you go try this restaurant, but you can't find it on Google My Business account. That means they're losing so much money on the table. You are a good restaurant, you have good quality, but your picture, you took it with your phone, that looks like shit. You haven't updated, you didn't post a blog. I'm not going to give all the juice right now.
Yeah,
but there's a couple things if you implement, within the next 2 weeks, you'll see results. Couple things, you need to wait 6 months, and couple things, guaranteed by the end of the year, you will see 10 to 30% more revenue.
But the SEO is not done by them.
SEO, we will teach you how to. It's by them, bro. Do you know how easy now to do the SEO? I have a tutorial that I created on how to use ChatGPT. You can make it your bitch. Now we're all using ChatGPT, but we don't know how to use it. Now, you think I know how to
explain to the crowd at home what does it mean by make it your bitch? Because they don't.
I'm sure they got it. I'm just saying it my way.
It works for you.
We all have ChatGPTs, and we all try to search things on ChatGPT, but we think ChatGPT understands like Google. We go ask ChatGPT questions just like how we ask Google. doesn't work this way. There is a way to manipulate ChatGPT to get the right answers.
Oh, you can make chat. You can build a memory.
There's so many
You
things.
can make it to go like online to get like resources. Like,
we
tell
will
me how
teach
many
you-
JCs is there in Ottawa who are?
We will teach you how to use ChatGPT to create the best blogs for your business, to create the best SEO text,
And where to put them
the
on your
best
website.
captions for your social media accounts. This is done in 1 10-minute tutorial, bro.
Yeah.
It's that simple. I'm giving the
should-
juice in this course.
They should get it. Like
I'm
every
giving the
business. If
juice
you
in
don't
this
have
course.
anything, if you guys out there who have businesses who 50,000 to 2 million,
$50,000 in revenue to $2 million.
because over
in
2 million they
revenue.
can hire their own guy work full time.
If you're making more than $2 million in revenue, most likely you have a good marketing manager that understands
Or
the
manager,
stuff,
yeah.
or you do it.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I mean. Over 2 million, you got a marketing.
Yeah, but like and up to 2 million, I know lots of $2 million in revenue businesses that they're not doing good marketing and they're leaving 30% revenue on the table.
And marketing, just so people know at home, marketing managers cost a lot. What is it, like 100K to get a marketing manager in
This is
house?
the best investment you can do.
Yeah, no, it's true. But I'm just saying, like, by getting your course, you're saving a marketing manager.
With the word manager, you're paying 6 figures in Canada.
Easy. That's what I'm saying.
If
100K.
it's a good manager that doesn't need training, not like a manager that you're onboarding and you're training for 6 months.
Yeah, like a marketing manager who's like top guy.
He's been a manager for 5 years.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm trying to tell the crowd.
That's $100,000 to $250,000 a year.
That's what I'm trying to say to the crowd because they don't know marketing managers. They don't understand. Some people,
Or CMO. Marketing managers usually, like if
chief marketing officer.
exactly CMO, it's better than sometimes marketing manager is
I
like
always
sales
call it
manager.
marketing.
They call that use sales on the business card, like sales manager or sales associate. So they use as customer success professional,
CFO,
or so-
CMO.
whatever. Yeah, they use
Marketing
this
manager,
word.
okay,
Yeah,
hire
so
marketing
it's
manager is
CMO.
expensive.
It's a CMO. This is the right word for it. You need to hire. I have a CMO. I've been in this business for 7 years, and I have a CMO that brings us new ideas and teaches us marketing sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to say it. I'm not arrogant, and I don't say that I know everything. We have a CMO, and us and the team combined, we read 5 books a month, new books about marketing. So I'm bringing all this knowledge, putting it in the course, and giving it to business owners.
As a subscription, so affordable price.
Like we have the course where you buy it, it's 5,000 USD, and we have a subscription, $69 a month, Canadian.
But they're
we have
different
both.
products.
They're linked together. So if you buy the course, you will get 2 months for free for the subscription. And if you want to just get the subscription, you can get it, but I don't recommend that. Why? Because the subscription, the webinars that we have are the extension of the course. We will be talking like, hey, in this course, there's this chapter.
Yeah.
It's a support
It's more
for the
like a
course.
tutor.
It's support for the people who bought the course. I always recommend, we're financing this too. Like if you want to buy the course, but you don't have the money in the bank, or you don't want to just put $5,000, you can finance it on a year.
Yeah.
12 months. You're paying pennies.
$500, $400.
Dude, by the end of the year, you
$100
get
a week.
30% more revenue. Even if you're making $50,000 a year, at 30% revenue, your ROIs are good with this course.
It's a good idea. A lot of people need it, but I was trying to tell the viewers at home to get a marketing manager costs 100K or 200, like you said. By going this route with you, they're saving a lot until they can afford one, because
Exactly.
it's so expensive. Like a lot of people don't get it. That's the goal for a lot of businesses, to get a CMO. A lot of businesses, their goal is to get a CMO.
But they never get there because they never have the budget, because they never did the proper marketing. Here's the thing, man. Any business, even a pizza shop or a barber in Canada, in Ottawa, they have $30,000 to $40,000 marketing budget a year. I'll tell you how. With the menus and the flyers that they print. Even those small things.
Yeah.
The little things that you do to gain customers, this is called marketing. And you're spending $30,000 to $40,000 a year, and you're hitting a plateau, and you're still not getting clients because you're not doing the right marketing. With $5,000 investment, you will save $30,000 to $40,000 money. You're throwing it in the garbage. You could pay a college student tuition with this money,
Yep.
correct? So I'm really trying to help business owners. This course is made for business owners, not for marketers.
No, it's a great
It's
idea.
customized for business owners.
It's just that when you said it, I'm like, I don't want to say that it's cheap or a good price, because I don't want to, like,
It is a very
it's
good
a very
price,
good
man.
price,
It is a very
because
good
when you
price.
said it, I'm
For
like,
the knowledge that
for
I'm
what
giving?
you're giving out.
I'm doing a soft launch right
Yeah.
now. Instead of 5,000 USD, we're selling it for $999. Why? Because I want to make sure this course is perfect. I'm selling
So
this.
it's a good price for the people, because you need the feedback, like
Exactly.
Microsoft did it, you know, like
Exactly. I'm selling this only for 20 people. We already sold it to 10, and there's 10 more. that we have a lineup for next week, and I'm only selecting clients. If you want to, you can let us know.
Yeah.
And these 20 people, we will have a Facebook group for them.
Just those 20.
For those 20. And future clients also, they will join. There will be a future Facebook group. There will be a feedback form sent to them. Every time they finish a chapter, they give us a feedback. Like, here, I think there's some information that's missing. Here, I didn't like how you explained this. And then I'll perfect it. And then we do the big launch.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I'll do the big launch.
Yeah.
The big launch will be $5,000. If you
But
want
those guys
in,
are grandfathered at $9.95.
Exactly. $9.99. So if you want in on the next 10 spots, you can let us know.
Yeah. Let them know, guys.
And the chapters are done, man. And like the way how it is right now, it's been reviewed by 5 marketers, and it's really good and it's really ready. But we just want it to be consumer friendly, and we want the feedback from the consumers. That's why we give this big discounts. And you're also joining the free webinar. You're not paying for the webinar as well. If you want, and if you know someone who wants in, let us know. We know it's gonna fill very fast.
And where do they reach you?
Facebook community, bro. Facebook community for these fucking winners. People who all bought these courses. They're part of this Facebook community now. You have friends. You have connections and all this.
Network. That's what you do all the time, probably. It's all networking.
I'm a networking slut.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere. Toronto, Miami, Portugal. I'm in networking events all the time.
Networking events.
All the time.
So you sign up to all of them?
All the time. I paid $5,000 to go to multifamily conference this year.
Yeah.
It's 24, 25, 26 of May.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year I paid it. I made $250,000 from one event.
250,000
from one event.
Oh, because you met somebody who needed to do.
I met a couple people that they wanted something that I had. I had a service, $15,000 service. I met 3 people in the event. This is $45,000, and I met 3 leads magnets. People who knows people. I met them after the event too. Lead magnets. I met a couple people that they're in sales, they're in real estate, blah, blah, blah. They know lots of people. I had a coffee with them a day after, a week after.
Oh, you stayed for after
And I told them like, hey, I have this opportunity. I'll give you commission. Connect me with some people. And then 6 months later, I did the math. It was $250,000 from this event.
Yeah, you never miss that event again. Event has like 1,000 people that show up to this thing?
Last year, 2,000 people.
2,000 people.
From all over, like lots from the US.
It's really good.
I'm not doing marketing for the event. And last year, I took the platinum package, like $1,100. This year, I have the VIP package.
What the VIP package is like, you get to go out at night with them and social.
So there is like a black tie night. There is like they separate you with the VIP people in one room. You get to meet the royal guests like Grant Cardone last year, blah, blah, blah. And you talk to them one-on-one.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah, you get to talk to them, ask them questions.
And that's a marketing genius right there.
Just want to be in a room with people who can afford $5,000 ticket. Yeah. Can definitely pay $5,000 for a fucking course.
It's true.
And just the rest is on me. I have a room full of hot leads. All I have to do is not pitch them, collect the emails or the Instagram.
And stay in touch.
I'll pitch them after.
Stay in touch.
I'll add them to the funnel. Someone collected all these leads for me. Like, think about it. How much ads you need to spend to get those leads? And cold leads because you never met them. Imagine they met you and you collected all this
coffee. Hey, nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you a coffee each after. And if you're an honest person, you have an honest energy, and they'll believe you and you'll sell. It's easy. Just have an honest personality with an honest product and go to these events, and it's never a bad investment.
I was going to get a booth there.
I'm not sure if it's worth it. I've never done it before.
I don't know.
One of my coaches had a booth there, and they thought it was a good idea. They didn't think it's a bad idea. But do you have a course?
No, I don't like anyone.
What's the intention out of the booth?
So it's not about me, this podcast, but also I'll let you know, those people who want to buy or build multi-units, I would love to finance them. You know what I mean? Like you will
have so many competitors there.
That's
so
the problem.
Know how good the results
I felt like it might have been oversaturated.
Did you go to this event before?
Never. They just emailed me. They cold emailed me.
Go to the event.
Yeah, I should do it as a guest first.
And then next year you'll know if you want to do it.
I was going to wrap up with, okay, so then you came here, you did that, Juice Dudes, marketing, and what's your next vacation? That's what I was going to talk about.
I'm going to Australia.
Yep.
We have a wedding. I have like 35 cousins in Sydney and Melbourne. Yeah, and we have a wedding. My first cousin, younger than me, getting married too. Another man.
Really?
Very happy for him. He's a very polite guy. He's like my brother since we were kids.
He lived in Canada before? Or?
No. Lebanon and Australia. I've been in Australia for like 5-6 years now, 7 years maybe. And he's getting married, man. He's settling down, and I'm not gonna miss it. That's why we make money, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm going for 10 days.
Australia. Yeah, you gotta go for 10 days at least minimum. 2 weeks.
Yeah, I want to stay in Canada for 4 months because I'm launching this course and I'm doing so many things. I'm doing no alcohol, being very disciplined. I just finished my 72 hours fast. I fasted 3 days in a row.
You ended today?
No, I ended it May 3rd in the evening, 11 p.m.
Yeah.
I broke it on bone broth and then the second day I ate.
By the way, happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy Easter to you too, man.
Oh, yeah, I need your handles. How can they reach you? How can they find you?
I have a very different personality, and what's in my heart is on my tongue, and sometimes I just say things for fun. And on my podcast, I'm really bold. I try not to mention Juice Dudes so much because Juice Dudes is like a family community and stuff like this, and it's very polite, and my brother is very polite.
Marketing business is more like...
Yeah, my business is my thing. I focus
it's more like Wolf of Wall Street style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you want to find me, just type in Jean-Claude or Jean-Claude NASR. You'll find me anywhere. Really, like if you want this course, we will fill it in the next week or two. Or reach out to me anywhere, DM me anywhere. I have my team will respond right away, immediately to you. And I'll be happy to help. If you're a business owner, you need to take a look at this training program.
All right, that's good.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Frank, from the behind the scenes.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. See you on my podcast in 2 weeks.
I'll be there.
Yes, sir.
You let me know when.